Yeah, I'll give you the ingredients. And so this practice, of course, is all about getting as comfortable, getting your body as comfortable and as cozy as possible. And so if you have, today we're adding some throw pillows. If you have a couple throw pillows, we're going to utilize those in our very first posture. Kind of have them off to the side. Our upper arms are going to rest on them, and it's going to allow us to have our hands kind of resting on the body. If you have an eye pillow or something to block out the light, have that handy. And some type of aromatherapy for the end of our practice. And could be anything. There's so many herbs available right now, but I've got a rose hydrosol, and that's really been doing it for me lately. So nice for the heart. It just feels, you feel more open. And I'm just putting those off to the side. I have a bed pillow, so a nice large pillow. I've got 4 blankets here. Not everybody is going to have 4 blankets. That's totally fine. Just have what you have and work with what you got. Whoa, that was real loud when they flop down there. And I have a couch cushion. If you have a bolster, some of you might have a nice round bolster. That can be fine. I'm going to use the couch cushion because that's more likely what most of us will have available. So for our first posture, and this is how we're going to begin, is by getting ourselves ready, taking 2 blankets and folding them lengthwise, well, folding them so that you have a lot of nice space, nice area here. And our upper back, our shoulders are going to come off of this. We're going to have the couch cushion down towards the end here where our legs are going to go over. So if you have less blankets, you might just have one here. What's going to happen is you're going to sit here and you're going to let your legs go over and relax your back down over this. But if you have 2 blankets that you can stack, that is going to give you a little more height. It's going to give you a little more opening in your chest. And then taking another blanket, and again, if you have less blankets, it's not a problem. It's nice to have a roll for underneath of your knees. You might even use your bed pillow and make like a ramp for your lower legs. So play around with what you have. And lastly, having something for your head. So I'm going to use, I have another blanket. I have lots of blankets. You might not, and that's okay. Just something for the back of your head to rest on. You have your little throw pillows. Gathering anything else that you think might make you comfortable. I'm not going to be using a blanket to cover up with today because my air conditioning isn't on, but if yours is, you might like a blanket. You're gonna get yourself there. You're gonna sit down and scoot your bum up against your couch cushion and let your legs drape over. Bending into your elbows, you're going to want your shoulder blades to come down to the ground. And this is kind of this bra line vertebrae here, allowing your body to relax down, making any adjustments that you need to. If 2 blankets feels like too much, take one off. The back of your head, you want to feel supported. You could even, if you have a blanket, you could roll the blanket under your cervical spine, creating a little neck roll. Or you have a pillow, that's fine as well. You might have your eye pillow handy. You could just place your eye pillow on your upper thigh. And then you're going to want to have your shoulders touching the ground, your shoulder blades resting on the ground, having a pillow under each upper arm, kind of cozies you in. And rock around a little bit and be sure to adjust. If something feels uncomfortable, you're like the princess and the pea. and you'll feel it. So getting yourself as comfortable as possible. The goal here is having a gentle opening to the abdomen, to the diaphragm, and taking your hands and rubbing your hands, getting them nice and warm. If you have glasses, you can remove them, just set them off to the side. If you have an eye pillow, you can place it over your eyes or even on your forehead. Having just a little weight on your forehead could feel nice. Back to rubbing your hands, giving one last kind of sensing about how you're feeling, settling in. Taking a few nice deep breaths and even finding a sigh. Taking these wonderfully charged healing hands and placing one on your abdomen and the other maybe over your heart, or perhaps at the solar plexus, kind of at the bottom of your sternum, where your ribs come away from each other. Allowing your eyes to soften under the eye pillow. Allowing your shoulders to relax and double checking about your head, making sure that you feel enough support under the back of your head. Again, a pillow could work just fine as well. Coming into this sacred practice, the sacred space that is your body. Making this time to allow as your body relaxes, as it softens into the support beneath you. Begin to notice your breath. There's nothing you need to do to change your breath. Allow your breath to evolve as it does. Under the gentle warmth and pressure of your hands. Noticing your breath. Being present with your inhalation your exhalation. And as you breathe, feel the gentle ripples of your breath moving through the tissue in your body. Further encouraging the relaxation of your muscles. the softening of your tissues. Opening, allowing, sinking into the support beneath you. This gentle mountain brook posture, assisting with the relaxation of your shoulders, the opening of your chest, creating space for your heart, for your lungs, helping to balance your sympathetic response of the autonomic nervous system with the parasympathetic, rest and relax, rest and digest response. Your breath may begin to deepen. It may feel like it expands down into the pelvic floor, through the abdomen, the side ribs, and all the way up to underneath of the collarbone. There's no need to force, only to allow if that's what the breath would like to do. As you rest with your hands on your body, feeling the warmth of your healing hands as they help to relax and release the tissue, the abdomen and the chest. There's a very gentle type of massage therapy, myofascial release, where a practitioner will place their hands on tight muscles and with their intention and very gentle pressure, allow their hands to melt into the tissue, allowing the tissue to melt under the hands. Wherever your hands are placed is perfect for you. We hold a great deal of tension in our abdomen, in our chest. As you breathe, your inhale allows the hands to rise. Your exhale allows them to softly sink deeper. Your nervous system relaxes. You're creating space in your thoracic diaphragm. Much travels through this muscular umbrella-like structure, including the esophagus, large blood vessels, as your diaphragm gently expands and relaxes. You encourage digestion, massaging your abdomen with each breath. Massaging your heart, helping to unwind and stretch the pericardium, the sac that surrounds the heart and connects to the diaphragm. Freeing up your heart. Find a gentle smile. From this place of relaxation, notice how the smile affects your body, affects your mind. Your smile and your breath ripple through the tissues and cells of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Sigh on an exhalation, cleansing breath. Allow your exhale to come through your mouth. Finding another cleansing breath, maybe 2 or 3 total. Allowing for a deep sigh on your exhalation. Very gently begin to move your fingers and your toes. We're going to take our time. There's no rush. There's only the present moment. Being with your body, being with your breath. Move your wrists and your ankles. And very gently going to bend the knees. pressing one of the pillows out from under your upper arm, rolling to that side slowly. And we're not going to sit up. Take your time rolling off of your stacked blankets higher than you imagine. And allow your thigh pillow to slide off, keeping your eyes closed. And very gently, just pressing those blankets off of your mat and then rolling back onto your back and bringing your feet to your couch cushion, maybe to that rolled up blanket, bringing your feet there, the knees bent, and let your hands come back to your body. You could remove the pillow from under your head or leave it there. Fine, a blanket would be nice there. And let your knees windshield wipe from side to side with your feet resting on that height. So you can adjust. You can scooch your blankets off of your couch cushion. You can both knees fall to one side and through center to the other side. Just let your hands gently move across your body wherever they are, maybe moving across the low ribs. You could have your hands lower. One might be more towards the pelvis. Move around. They can sort of dance around your abdomen, letting your knees fall from side to side and scooching out any of your props that might be in your way as one hip lifts. And the knees fall to the side, finding this stretch all the way into your legs, your side body. Allowing yourself to breathe. To keep this idea of your healing hands, of that warmth and gentle pressure helping to free up the tissue of your body. Relaxing. Not just the muscles and the extremities, the back, but also these muscles that help to keep us upright in the front of our body. Along with the organs that have such intelligence, our gut feelings, the enteric nervous system. Coming back to center with your knees. Let your hands rest down alongside of your body, kind of by your hips, and make sure your head feels supported. The knees come straight out from your hips, and we'll find some gentle rocking of the pelvis to start before we find a flowing bridge. Feet remain on your height, on your bolster, your couch cushion as you rock the pelvis, pressing into the feet, tilting one direction and tilting the other direction. Feel your low back make contact with the earth as you press through the feet. And then feel your tailbone and your sacrum sort of tilt the other direction, your low back lifting up off of the ground. This movement is very helpful for pelvic health. for abdominal health as well. Encouraging the lymph to flow and finding this stretch, this very gentle stretch. Sometimes when we apply too much force, the tissue around the area tenses up. The goal of this practice is to open and to allow. And if it feels good to you, you might begin to lift the hips off of the ground, finding this flowing bridge, and then lowering them back down. You can continue with this rocking of the pelvis as well. So as you tilt the pelvis so the low back makes contact and pressing through the feet, lifting your hips. Return your hips down towards the ground and tilt in the other direction so that your low back lifts off of the ground. Moving nice and slow, massaging the spine, the muscles surrounding your spine, and also encouraging this lumbar curve of the spine that tends to diminish as we age, but it's very helpful for our posture and for shock absorption. You can allow your hips to lift as high as they would like, but keep your chin nice and low towards your chest, being sure not to look around as the hips lift up, keeping your gaze low. Maybe your eyes remain closed, soft. It's a great way to be. And noticing your breath as you rock gently. Finally, return your hips to the ground and draw your knees into your chest, holding onto your knees. Sacral rocking, let your sacrum rock from side to side. Letting your knees move from side to side, and this movement comes from that center of gravity, the dantian, in the pelvis, under the belly button. The center of our energy, our original chi. And maybe as your knees go one direction, your head turns the opposite direction, bringing a gentle twist into your entire spine. As you relax your jaw, relax your eyes, reminding yourself that taking your time and being gentle is helpful in allowing the tissues to open and expand, releasing tension from the body and the mind. They're very much connected. And now give your knees a little hug. Maybe you bring your nose in towards your knees and squeeze your legs in, and then roll over to one side again and be there. Bring your feet down. You might even kind of press your bolster away if that feels good, and just let your head rest on your upper arm for a few moments. Being here and breathing. Notice what your nervous system is doing. You might feel a little excited about sitting up or wanting to make your way into the next posture, and without being hard on yourself, just noticing if that's the case, noticing that little jolt of electricity sort of through the nervous system. And taking a nice deep inhalation and letting it go. Slowly roll forwards to make your way up to a seat. So take your time.
take more time than you usually would or you think you should and keep your chin tucked. You've been lying down for quite some time. And when you come up, just take a moment to kind of sit however you'd like. A cross-legged seat might feel good to you, and you might even take one or two of your blankets and place them under your hips to lift your hips a little bit, to allow your spine to extend upwards. As you rock a little from side to side and from front to back. And continue with this gentle rocking forward and back on your sits bones and from side to side. You can keep your eyes soft or closed and maybe even notice your shoulders and see if you can relax them a little bit more. And finding a neutral spine, and massage the hands. Rub the hands again, just nice and gently. And then begin to bring the hands together, just sort of massaging however it feels good to you. Kind of nice to keep the eyes soft as you do. You could wring the hands a little, you can kind of squeeze them, relaxing your shoulders. Massage the inside of each hand with the thumb. Notice if you're holding your breath and just allow yourself to breathe. Massage the area between the thumb and the first finger. Many channels of energy, nadis, meridians. Many ancient cultures called them different things, but they're rivers of energy moving through the extremities into the organs, and from the organs to the extremities, rubbing your other hand between your first finger and your thumb. And now rubbing each finger, starting with your thumb perhaps, and just massaging from the base of your thumb to the nail bed. And you might even flick at the end, making your way to your first finger, and continue with each finger massaging from the base of the finger, the nail bed, and just flicking as you go. You can massage the webbing of each finger. You might spend a little more time on areas that have suffered injury or are a little tighter. And flicking, getting rid of anything that might come to the surface. Making your way from one finger to the next. Gently. Maybe coming to your next hand. I guess you only have two of them. Rubbing from the base of the thumb up to the nail bed. Rubbing however you do with whatever amount of pressure you'd like, and flick. Our hands are so useful and helpful. So you're giving them this encouragement, this massage. seeing if you can relax the hand that's being massaged. And making your way to your final finger. And if you're not there yet, there's no rush. Take your time. Next, massaging the wrists, massaging with your thumb and your fingers, massaging the thumb to the inside of your wrist. And then making your way up the forearm, just massaging, taking your time, making your way up your forearm, helping to release this tissue in the hands that can be so tight, coming up to your elbow area, your upper arm. Just feeling it out, going wherever you'd like. See if you can relax that arm, coming up to your shoulder with this gentle massage, coming all the way to the shoulder, and maybe giving your neck a little gentle squeeze as well. And we'll come down the arm, breathing. Your eyes can be soft or closed, coming from the shoulder down towards the elbow, getting to different places where you might want to knead a little bit more or spend a little time, even with your hand just resting. What happens in the hands greatly affects what goes on further up the arm into your neck, your chest, your head, coming down from the forearm to the wrist, and then switching sides, massaging the wrist and being willing to change however you're seated, if it feels better to you. Coming up the arm and just breathing, relaxing your shoulders when you feel them coming up to your ears. Finding a gentle smile, smiling into your body, into this wonderful instrument. Such a miraculous tool. Coming from your elbow, the upper arm. Making your way all the way up to your shoulder. Giving it a squeeze, giving your neck a little squeeze, and then coming back down. Coming down to the elbow, from your elbow back towards your wrist. And now taking your hands, your fingertips, and just gently massaging under your collarbones. Letting your fingertips massage and palpating from your shoulder inwards, finding areas of tightness and just gently moving your fingers under the collarbones into those spaces, pressing into the tissue very gently, coming all the way to the sternum. Massaging around the sternum, around the area of the heart, pericardium, and the lungs. Coming down your sternum, maybe all the way towards the xiphoid process, the bottom of your sternum to the low ribs, massaging a little there, coming onto the breasts, wherever you feel compelled to go. Gentle fingertips helping to release pressure. And then bringing one hand to your belly and the other over your heart. Your shoulders relax and take a few nice breaths here, just noticing your breath. Finding a gentle smile into this area will continue to expand and open. Find a nice deep inhalation and sigh it out. Let your hands come to your legs and extend them long. Just bounce your knees a little. Move your feet, windshield wipe them, point and flex your toes. And bring your hands to your legs, rubbing up and down your legs. However far you go is perfect. Get a little movement in the legs as we come into our next posture, which is going to be a resting butterfly. You're going to take your bolster slash couch cushion and place it towards the back of your mat. This is where you're going to end up kind of sitting with your back to that. But to get ourselves set up so that we have enough height, you might even take your pillows. You might take a couple of those throw pillows if you have them to make a nice kind of stack that we'll play with. You could grab your head pillow, your big nice pillow here as well. We're going to end up lying back over this setup, and we want to have enough support for the back of the head. Another way to make this cozy and comfortable is to take two of your blankets and roll each of them up individually so that when the soles of your feet come together to touch, the blanket can rest under your knee, or maybe it scooches in a little closer towards your thigh. So rolling up that blanket, having some support, getting the soles of the feet together to touch. They might be further away, they might be closer in. And you might have some other blankets, anything else that might help you as you begin to make your way to relax back onto this support. I can tell that I'd like a little bit more height under my head. And if you have a pillow, you could always kind of bend the pillow a little bit or find another blanket that will work for you. Whatever works. Take your time getting there. The goal is to have your forehead higher than your chin. Even if you're reclined back, this might feel very comfortable if you feel open enough in your abdomen. It might feel good to lie back on less height. But I know for myself, it feels nice to have a little support under the back of the head, a little more support under my body. Grab your eye pillow. If you're wearing glasses, you'd want to remove them again. And once you get yourself as comfortable as possible, let your eye pillow come to your eyes. Make sure you move around and let your arms extend down to your sides with the palms facing up. Or if it's been so comfortable to you to have the hands on the body, you can have the hands rest on the legs or even in the hip flexor area, abdomen, wherever they feel comfortable. Or just letting the arms relax down to your sides, the palms facing up. And when you get there and you feel comfortable, take a few nice deep breaths. This being a wonderful opener, a gentle opener for the hip flexors, for the inner groin, for the shoulders, and the chest after that lovely massage. Letting your jaw relax and soften as well. And just breathing down into your pelvis. Feeling the waves of your breathing in and out through each tissue and every cell of your body. Feel the reverberation of the massage, of the breath. This posture stimulating the meridians in the legs as well. For the kidneys, the liver, the stomach and spleen, the urinary bladder, the gallbladder. The area around the reproductive organs. And even if we do not have certain organs anymore, it's very important to relax and bring your awareness to these places. Help to release the tissue that has likely experienced quite a bit. For those of us who've had children, that tissue has gone through quite a lot in the course of our lives. And even for those who have not born children, we hold so much tension here, especially in the pelvic floor, men and women. So allowing that area to relax, allowing it to soften so that the tissue can be filled with blood and fresh nutrients, so that it can breathe. Allowing your breath to flow down into the region of the pelvis and the lower dantian, the pelvic floor. It presses gently downwards towards the earth. And when it releases and relaxes, pelvis relaxes and softens. A little bit more. Much emotion can be stored in the hips and the pelvis. And whatever you feel, allow yourself to feel it. Releasing emotional charges, helping to process in such a gentle, kind way. The rational mind wants us to think and analyze, and that's very helpful and useful. But it must be balanced with our emotions, with our ability to feel. And through that feeling, we develop a greater understanding that can assist us in our analytic and rational thought. Allowing yourself to breathe. And finally, find a sigh on an exhalation. Make small movements in your fingers and your toes. We have to be very gentle with ourselves, coming up off of the reclined posture, gentle with the nervous system. And a way to do that is to bring your chin towards your chest, bringing your elbows in, maybe releasing your eye pillow with the eyes still closed. Keep your chin towards your chest as you bring yourself up to a taller spine, but then lean forward. Your eye pillow set off to the side, and just let your shoulders roll forward for a moment. Your chin rolls forward, finding a few nice deep breaths here. Forward folds are very soothing to the nervous system, and they're helpful in digestion as well. Maybe rubbing your feet a few times, with your hands on the feet and the ankles. And then very slowly coming up to a tall spine, and bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Let your knees come together. And stretch the legs long again. And you can windshield wipe your feet from side to side and point and flex your toes. Make some circles with your ankles. Bring your hands to your legs again and rub up and down the legs. Coming down the outside and up the inside of the leg. We're going to find a long-legged forward fold next. And I suggest having some height underneath of the knees. And so taking one or two of your rolled up blankets and just letting your knees relax over those blankets. And then taking your pillows, maybe bringing your pillows kind of to your lap. And then allowing your upper body to roll forward, bend your elbows, bring your palms of your hands together. And with the elbows and the upper arms supported, bring your thumbs to the area between your eyebrows. This is a calm the spirit point between the eyebrows. And so just allowing your forehead to rest into your thumbs. And breathing here into the back of your body. And feeling this stimulation, your thumbs on your forehead. You could kind of adjust where they are. I encourage you to play around a little. It might feel nice to bring them a little lower towards the bridge of the nose. They kind of hook into the eyebrows, underneath of the eyebrows a little, and allow your head to rest from there. Still supported by the bones, not digging into the eye socket. And noticing that sensation, that stimulation of this point, of this area. And even though there are these meridians, channels of energy through the body, none of us are exactly the same. We're all snowflakes. You can stay here, or you can stack your arms and just let your head come down to the back of your hands, allowing a deeper forward fold and really engaging that relaxation in front of the body and the hamstrings, relaxing your shoulders forward. Be willing to adjust however you need to. You might need a little more height underneath of your forehead, and that's where sometimes taking blankets can be nice, or even removing pillows if you feel like you want to descend a little further towards your legs. And here we can breathe into the back of the lungs. The lungs are oriented more towards the back of the body. They're larger on the back of the body as well. Breathing into your lungs, the back of your lungs, and also into your adrenal gland area, the adrenal kidney line, the upper portion of the middle back. Softening and relaxing the area around your kidneys and your adrenal glands. Allowing yourself to soften forward as far as you'd like to go. Again, you could remove blankets, you could remove pillows if you feel like you'd like to come into this stretch a little bit more. Yin infers quiet and calm and cooling. In Yin Yoga, it's the stretching of the connective tissue that's of benefit, helping to open up the joints and helping to release tension from the joints and the connective tissue and the muscles. And here you're even creating a little space between each vertebrae. And now slowly bringing yourself up. Keep your chin tucked. And move your pillows off to the side. Bring each foot down to the ground. Scooching your roll from underneath of your knees. And we'll move at the hip let your hands come behind you. Maybe they just rest on the ground and scoot your bolster out, and you can relax back a little and just let one knee fall out to the side and back in. Nice and slow. When we slow down, when we set time aside for a practice such as this therapeutic yoga, we help to release habits and postural habits in the body, help to calm the nervous system so that we can think more clearly as well. And so allowing yourself to take time to let the knee fall out to the side and come back in. And making your way to the other side, letting your knee fall in and back out as you relax your shoulders and find this gentle stretch, this internal rotation and external rotation of the leg and hip, assisting with pain and tense tissues in the low back. And coming back to center, let the hands come to the knees, and we'll find some seated cats and cows here, opening up your chest and then rounding through your upper back. Allow your hands to drift. Maybe they hold on to the knees or they drift down to your shins, towards your ankles as you round forward and as you open up. Finding your breath. Inhaling, opening your chest, shoulders, chin might lift. Exhale, rounding forward and pulling through the area behind the heart, the portion of the heart that we're said to connect with ourselves, to ourselves with. Softening the back of your heart. Come to center and allow yourself to come into our next setup. So taking your time, bring your bolster, pillow, couch cushion towards the foot of your mat. And then take one of your blankets and roll it out so that it covers your mat, so that your upper body can rest on this softness. You're going to find a reclined twist with the hips elevated. I suggest taking your throw pillows if you have them. Don't forget to keep your eye pillow somewhere close. Have your throw pillows towards the right. You might have another blanket to go under your head. And you're coming to sit on the edge of your cushion. And you can kind of taste test this as you go back. We have different kinds of cushions, and you're sinking back, allowing your upper body to relax down, and your feet might be on the ground. That's a good place for them, to see that your hip points are directly above the outside edge of this cushion. They might be a little further in, just feeling supported there. Bring your feet to the cushion once you feel supported, and draw your knees in towards your chest. So your hips are supported by your cushion. And you're going to just move your knees from side to side to start. So we're going to come into this twist that has the upper body or the lower body elevated, moving your knees from side to side, and finally allow your knees to fall over towards the right. And they can be supported by those pillows. You might have another blanket that you can place between the knees, shins, and ankles. Allow your upper body to relax down. Let your shoulders release, and you might just let your arms come out to the sides. This is a wonderful place to remove your glasses, to just do what you need to do to get comfortable. And if the elevated twist doesn't work for you, then you can come off of your supports and you can have a twist on the ground with your knees falling over to one side. Maybe the knees are still supported by one or two throw pillows. Wherever you land, take your time of relaxing into this twist. Having the lower body elevated helps to relieve a little bit of the strain from the heart, encourages the flow of blood back to the heart from the lower extremities, and also helps to massage the internal organs. Twists are, of course, helpful, beneficial for the spine and the muscles that support the spine. See if your hands and your arms can relax, if your neck can relax, and your head. Being sure that you feel supported in this twist. Even if that means removing support. Taking some nice deep breaths. Allowing the stretch on the outside of the hip as well. And just letting your tissue melt. You're noticing your nervous system. And where you might feel that tension from transitions. Being aware of it. Breathing into it. Gravity assisting your shoulder to relax, assisting the opening of your chest. Gravity assisting drawing downwards of your knees towards the ground, and that stretch found in the leg. Yep. And slowly come through center and come to the other side. And I encourage you to take your time, bringing your knees in, and maybe moving your pillows to the other side, seeing if you can keep your upper body relaxed as you do. And bringing your knees in towards your chest and relaxing them onto that support on the other side, having a blanket maybe between your knees, shins, and ankles, and allowing your body to come into this posture on the other side. Relaxing and releasing. And if this is a side that doesn't necessarily want the extra height, being willing to remove it. It's more important to listen to our bodies. That's really the goal. To listen. Release. Setting this time aside for yourself is one of the most important things you can do. Caring for your body and your mind by allowing, by releasing, noticing, breathing. Begin to deepen your breath and gently bring your knees back to center and your feet to the ground or to your couch cushion. Coming into our final relaxation posture. And I encourage you to go slowly to get into it. Scooching your bum off of your bolster and allowing yourself to set up your props how you would like them to be. If you intend on sitting up to make adjustments, I ask that you roll over to one side as opposed to sitting up. This way we can keep our nervous system relaxed into the next posture. And in final relaxation, you might go ahead and roll to your side, lifting yourself up and finding a rolled blanket for the bottom of your legs or for under your knees, a rolled blanket. You could have that pillow, that fun little ramp for your lower leg. Have some support for the back of your head. And you might even utilize those pillows under your upper arm again, if you liked that. You're going to want to have your eye pillow and your aromatherapy close by. And then taking your time, seeing if you can get nice and comfy with your legs supported, with the back of your head supported, maybe with the arms supported. If you liked having the hands resting on your body, that's a really nice way to get there. Just have those throw pillows under each arm or even a folded blanket under each upper arm. The shoulders still touch down on the ground. And then taking your aromatherapy, once you've gotten yourself cozy, maybe you have a blanket over you, and putting it in one hand and then rubbing your hands together. And if you don't have aromatherapy, you could rub your hands together and just apply those charged hands wherever you'd like. Maybe bringing your hands over your nose and taking a few deep breaths of that aromatherapy. Our sense of smell is very much connected to our memories and to our emotions. Using a soothing smell in this situation can also be beneficial because you might use it again just a time where you need to relax and you're not going to be finding some restorative postures. You just need a little relaxing pick me up. Your body will remember that this scent is associated with this practice and it might calm down a little. You can bring your hands anywhere on your body that feels like you might want to anoint yourself with that aroma or just with the warmth and gentle pressure of your hands. Removing your glasses if you're wearing glasses and placing your eye pillow back over your eyes, feeling nice and comfortable. And perhaps with the hands resting on the body, maybe moving them around. You can gently rub your abdomen, the chest, the way down to the pelvis, wherever your hands feel called. Just allowing them to go there. And finally, let your hands rest somewhere and allow your body to relax. Feeling your inhale and your exhale. Noticing how this transition might have affected the body, noticing how it feels. Feeling your heartbeat, your respiration. And taking a nice deep inhalation and sighing it out, allow your muscles to sink into the support beneath you. Allow your jaw to relax. Your eyes soften. Your forehead releases. And the back of your head and the back of your neck relax. release downwards. Throughout your practice today, you've gently opened all of the meridians of the body, the channels of energy, through gentle postures, gentle movements, and self massage and breathing. Feel the ripples of your breath moving through your body. They touch every organ, every tissue, every cell. With each inhale, you create space and draw in nourishment. With each exhalation, you let go of tension and anything else you no longer need. slowly begin to deepen your breath. And make small movements with your fingers and your toes. Your wrists and ankles. Taking your time transitioning, bending your knees and maybe pressing your cushion away, bringing your feet to the ground. Bring your knees in towards your chest and give them a hug. Rock a little from side to side. Keeping your eyes closed as you roll to one side and removing your eye pillow or letting it slide off your eyes. And being there for a moment. Crossing your arms, allow your hands to come to your shoulders, having a little something under your head, and just gently butterfly pat each shoulder, the fingertips, gentle pats, and finding a smile. And then let your hands come down towards the ground as you slowly roll forwards to come upwards. Keep your head heavy. This practice is very much about slowing down transitions, being kind to the nervous system. You get to a seat, rocking a little bit from side to side, from front to back. And finding a tall spine. And bring one hand to your heart and the other to your abdomen, and once more touching base with yourself and offering yourself love and kindness, compassion and peace. And as it saturates your tissues and cells, it's part of each interaction. Hands can come together at heart center. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste. I thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I'm going to hit the stop record button. And it's just an honor to get to be with you.